So, I have been working on some other stuff, which I do have a video about. It's here. Don't know when that video will be coming out, if it will be before this one or after this one, more than likely after this one. But, yeah, you'll see that then. But I actually have 2 markets coming up in June. One on Saturday the 7th and one on Saturday the 14th. So I am starting to be like, I should probably crochet some more stuff specifically for that market. Ever since I took probably like half of my inventory to the vendor shop, I have a lot less stuff, which will make it a little easier to set up. But I also took pretty much all of my clothing items over there. Right now I do have all of my hats because they already had somebody that sold hats, so they asked me not to bring them, and I was perfectly fine with that. I have all my hats, I have my beanies, and my many bucket hats. Beanies are not going to be a big thing right now because we're heading into summer, so I'm not worried about making more beanies. I have so many bucket hats. I should not make any more bucket hats. Let's see, I have a pink mushroom outfit that I just finished that I'm going to keep it here and take it with me to the shows, and then if it doesn't sell, I will take it into the vendor shop, because I'm hoping that the vendor shop will become a fairly stable thing for me. They actually said that summertime is slower for them, but I have sold a cardigan so far, and I haven't even been there for a month yet, so I'm hoping that it will be pretty decent. Better than my Etsy shop has been going, because my Etsy shop hasn't been going very great. It is what it is. So completely lost what I was gonna say. Anyway, market prep. I don't want to commit to making a full mushroom outfit. I have 3 of these big twist pound skeins, and these are all deep red big twist value pounds that I got from the Joann closing sales. I have 3 of them, and I got them specifically to make an entire mushroom outfit out of. I also have 2 in, I think it's called Sugar Cookie. Oh no, this one's actually cream. I think Sugar Cookie was the last color that I used, and that was a pound of love. This is also big twist, and I used that for the frill. So I've got 2 of those. The skirt, depending on how many stitches wind up being in the skirt, which depends on how big I make the waistband. Sometimes the skirts take up an entire pound of yarn. For the frill, just for the frill, so all of that to kind of get to the point that I do want to make mushroom hats, because at my last event I had 2 mushroom hats and I sold both of my mushroom hats. So people do like them, and I like them too. They're friggin' adorable, so I want to make some. I have 4 of these big twist skeins, and this is the color Orchid. I could use some of these, and I want to make different colors, and I do have colors back here. I have 2 of these orange. These were the ones that for some reason, I think somebody took the label off of this one and put a different label on it, because this is not varsity yellow. This is flibbin' orange, okay? And this one is called orange, and they might be different dye lots, but they're the same color. They're orange. I have this really pretty blue, which is called, oh, it's cyan. I have cyan, which is a shade of blue. It's still blue. And I think this would be really pretty as a mushroom hat. I've got this blue that I have used a little bit out of, but this is the color Sapphire. And I think it is absolutely gorgeous, and I think this would be a gorgeous hat. I only have 1, so it would just be a hat, which is fine. I have the color Mustard. I don't know if I want to make a mustard mushroom hat. I'll have to think about that one, but I have 2 of these. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with sapphire, because when I saw this in the store when I bought it months ago, that's literally what I thought of. I was like, that color is gorgeous, and this would be a gorgeous mushroom hat. So we're gonna make a cyan mushroom hat. Hi, it has been a couple of days. I'm not exactly sure how many. I don't remember the last day that I recorded anything, but I have been doing some stuff. As you can see these right here, I have finished 2 of the base pieces for 2 mushroom hats, a red one and a blue one, and I didn't keep going because I don't have enough white left to definitely do both of them, because the spots are usually white unless I decide to make them a different color, but I want to do them white, and the border is white, and I do have quite a bit of cream, so I'm not too worried about the frill. But I think I might have enough to do this blue hat with white spots and edging, but I definitely don't have enough right now to do both of them. And I honestly kind of got myself in a bit of a, like, rainbow mood, because I was sitting here thinking about the fact that I have these 2 shows coming up in June, in Pride Month, and I don't have any rainbow inventory. So they would be really stupid to, like, go to do shows without anything rainbow. So I decided that I wanted to try and make a few things rainbow. And for the red hat, I was considering making rainbow spots. And then I'm not sure if I would do rainbow for the edging, because that would be a lot of color changing and a lot of ends to weave in, which I'm not all about that weaving in 500 ends thing. So I'm still debating. I might just go buy, I mean, I'm going to have to go buy more white no matter what. I just have to wait a couple more days before I can do that. But I might just wait until excuse me, until I can get the white and just make both of them as regular mushrooms. It was just like a neat idea that I had. I probably won't do it because, like, the more I think about it, the more, like, kind of complicated that it gets to make it, like, consistent and, like, to the standard that I would want it to look. And I also don't want to weave in all those ends. But what I have been doing that is definitely rainbow is making some rainbow swirl bucket hats. I have 3 of them. One is completely finished with all the ends woven in, and these 2 are done besides weaving in the ends because I just didn't feel like it as I was working on them late at night. These are really cute though. I follow Passionate Kelsey's tutorial on her YouTube. Although I did decide to make my brim a little bit more wavy than she likes to make hers. And then these are pretty much the same. Well, they are the same. I made them the exact same way. I just have not woven in my last tails there. I will get to that when I feel like it. But I have a fourth one that I have been working on. And I just started on the brim. Although my purple is getting really, really low. So I'm hoping it will be enough to finish this. It's going to suck because if it's not, I'm hoping that even if it's not, I could just get away with making this brim less wavy because there would be less increases, which means a little bit less yarn used. But I don't have any more purple in that exact shade of purple, so I'm going to keep going with this one and hope that I have enough purple. I'll let you know how that works out for me. This is all finished now. I made it without any issues. This is what I have left of that purple. I definitely don't think this is enough to make another hat. Why does that look like the same color as my shirt? My shirt is blue and this is purple. I promise it's purple, it's just my camera. So I'm probably gonna roll this into a little tiny ball and put it with my other scraps of that size. I decided to weave in the ends on this one. But it's all done. And I could keep going. I have more purple. Like a different shade of purple. I have these, which I'm pretty positive are the same. They look exactly the same when I hold like a singular strand next to each other. Yeah. They're probably red heart. They look different on camera, but in person they look exactly the same. I think it's just my webcam. I'm just using a webcam, and it's not the most fantastic thing. One day I hope to be able to get an actual like vlogging camera. Well, I probably wouldn't put both of these in the same hat, but I have more. I have these that I can use and make a couple more hats. I feel like I want to have like a good amount because I have 2 shows coming up and it's Pride Month, so like people are probably, well, not everybody, but some people are probably going to be looking for rainbow items, so I probably should have more than 4 hats if the hats are what I want to go with, which I do. So I'll probably continue making them. Plus, it's getting rid of these random things that I've had in my stash for far too long now. Like I said, I don't even have the labels for them anymore. They seem like red heart, but there's no way for me to know for sure. and I should just use them up. The other rainbow thing that I definitely wanted to try to make was a couple of rainbow tops. I would be just picking one of Kelsey's patterns, and she did one not that long ago where the cups were rainbow striped and then the rest was a solid color, and that turned out super cute. So I'll probably pick one of her patterns and do that. The thing is, I have more red, so I don't need to worry about that. I have red, I have an orange. This is the only solid orange of this shade, which is more of a rainbow shade in my opinion. I don't have any yellow. I have one of this nice deep green. I have blue, nice blue, and I have a couple of these purple. So I would want to get probably one more orange, probably like 2 yellow and another green, so that I could make a couple different sizes. I don't want to just make like, you know, a small, a medium. What I would ideally enjoy doing is making one of each size. So if I made like her lily top, I would probably make all the way from an extra small to an extra large. I don't understand why this looks almost the same color as my shirt. I'm promising you, this is like a grape purple. Like, this is like purple. Like, yeah, it's like a nice deep purple, so it probably is very blue based in the color, but like, it's not blue. Like, this is blue. This is blue. And this is blue. This is blue. This is purple. That is very frustrating for me, personally. I'm salty about it. Because I really do find this shade of purple quite gorgeous, and you can't even see it because it just looks blue. Why? Hello, it is another day again. I can't remember if I recorded anything yesterday or if it was the day before, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rainbow swirl hats now. All the ends are weaved in, so they're all the way done. So that's good. This morning I was able to run over to Walmart. I got myself a big skein of white yarn. This is just Mainstays acrylic because it is actually bigger than the Red Heart Jumbo. This is 798 yards, and I think the Red Heart Jumbo was like 740 or something like that, and it's less expensive. So, plus, this is actually pretty soft. I'm good with it. So I've been working on this blue mushroom hat first. Still adding some spots, and then I will have to add the frill to the underside, and then that one will be all done. And then I'll be moving on to the red one, which I'm still debating if I want to put rainbow spots on it. Because I was thinking maybe I could put, because the hat is red, I could put orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple spots on it. And then I could do this, the rest of it the same. This could be white, and the underside would be the creamy frill. Originally, when I was thinking about it, I wanted to have the other rainbow colored spots and then also do this border in rainbow. I definitely don't have enough yellow to do that. This is all the yellow I have left. My red and orange are pretty low as well, so I could definitely make spots, but I can't do the whole border like I was originally thinking. Plus I really don't want to weave in all those ends. That would be a lot. I also, while I was there, I grabbed some yellow peaches and cream cotton to go with the other colors that I have, since I do have the rest of the colors. And that way I can make some tops with rainbow stripe cups. And yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be working on for more market prep. I'm probably going to sit here and watch YouTube videos. It's Wednesday, so I have a Kelsey video to watch, I have a Jenna video to watch, and I think there's even a new, there's a new video from Rachel at the Faded Wildflower Crochet that I can watch, and a Charlotte Dobre video, so I've got a bunch of stuff to watch. I'm gonna do that. Might go to the store later, but I'm not 100% sure yet. It is a rainy, cold, icky day, and right now I just really don't want to go out there. So I'm gonna sit my butt here and do some more work. Okay, it has been a number of days again, but I'm gonna wrap up this video because it's getting quite long. I still need to edit all of it, and tomorrow I find out if my event for the 7th, which is this Saturday, is actually going to happen, or if it's going to get pushed back to the rain date, because it currently is supposed to rain this weekend and the event is outside. If it gets rained out, it will get pushed to the rain date, which is the 21st. And then I also am trying to curb my anxiety right now, because I had also signed up for another event on the 14th, not realizing how big this event is. It's called A Day in the Park, and it is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and it's gonna be a big thing. There's a map. Like a map. I didn't do any research before I signed up for this. This is a wonderful opportunity for me, and I'm definitely going to do it, and I am excited about it, but I'm having that nervous excitement right now because I legitimately just opened this email, and when she said that there was going to be, you know, an arrangement map, I didn't realize that there was going to be over 75 vendors. Plus food trucks, a petting zoo, like, it's gonna be cool, but I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. Like, this is, yeah, over 75 arts and craft vendors, food vendors, face painting, petting zoo, pony rides, live music. It's gonna be a whole thing. It might as well be the York Fair. And I'm in it. It's blowing my mind right now. I thought it would be, one, a lot more expensive to get a spot in something this large. Like, I looked into something that had been happening at the York Fairground last year, and they wanted $200 for a spot. And I think I paid $40 for my spot. I think I'm going to have to take my large items that I placed into the vendor store with me to that event. I won't take them to the smaller one. Look at me knocking things over. I won't take them to the smaller one if it still happens on the 7th. And then if the one for the 7th gets pushed back to the 21st, I'll obviously take whatever I have left. And then there's the other thing that if they both get rained out, both of the rain dates are on the 21st. But truthfully, I'm gonna go to the big one if that happens. No brainer. Like, I'm gonna go to the big one, so I'm trying to deal with that inside my anxious little noggin right now. I'll be alright. I know I will, because I honestly get anxious every single time. The only one that I haven't felt anxious about, that I didn't feel anxious about last year, was one that I had already done the previous year. So I had already been there. I already knew exactly what to expect. So yeah, that was fine. And that's my one that I have both years sold like a fair amount of stuff at nothing crazy, but I did reach like over $200 in sales, which is really great for somebody like me whose name is not out there. People don't really know about me, like. But anyway, I'll be alright. I'm gonna do it. I'm just kind of scared and also like mind blown that I get to do that. Like, what? I have some finished things that I've been working on over the past days, because I have been working on stuff even though I haven't been filming. I think the last thing that I was talking about finishing was this mushroom bucket hat, and it is all done, completely finished. Very cute. Very mushroomy, very bucket hatty. Beautiful. I also wound up being able to bring my vision to life with this one. I found more yellow. It was just enough. I had just enough to do the frill like I wanted to. And I think it turned out perfect. I love it. Magnificent. And the other things that I have been working on are rainbow crop tops. This is an extra small summer top. This is the pattern by Kelsey. Almost all of my crop tops are Kelsey's patterns. That was an extra small. This is a small. And I also have a medium. I started a large with the white outline, but I only got 1 cup. And then I don't know why I decided to make a medium with a black outline. So now I have 1 cup of that done, and I'm this far into the 2nd cup. The brain is not braining. It'll be okay. I will get this one finished maybe not by this weekend. I have to go to work again tomorrow morning, but then I have Thursday and Friday off, and I still need to do some things in preparation. I need to take everything out of my closet here and make sure that I have full inventory wrote down, because that is a way that I like to keep my inventory. Although I might get my iPad out and see if it still works, because it's really old and I have not touched it in a very long time. So I make sure that still works, and I might try to do it digitally, because that might be a little bit faster than paper. I don't know. I might mess with it, I might not. Depends on how much time I have. Because I have when I get off work tomorrow. I have Thursday and I have Friday, and that is as long as this weekend show does not get rained out. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep working on this. I'm not sure when I'll stop making crop tops and move on to something else possibly. Probably when I get tired of the end weaving. Because this is like the only bad part about making these rainbow tops, is all the ends on each cup. It does bother me because, as I have stated, I hate weaving in ends. The less the better. So I might need a break at some point to work on something else with less ends. I have some other things that I can try to finish. Some whips that I pulled from the depths of my doom pile that sits behind me. I'm gonna edit this so I can post it and continue to get ready for my stuff. If I don't get out another video before these 2 events, I don't know, I wish I could say that I will definitely film something during them. I don't know if it will be YouTube content. I will probably at least try to post a couple of TikToks while I'm there. Also, if you follow me here and you have a TikTok and you don't follow my TikTok, I will try to remember to put the link for my TikTok down below so that you could go follow me if you have an account and you would like to. I would really appreciate that. It is very helpful. I'm trying to hit 1,000 followers. So, I am actually going to go now. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the things that I've been making. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. I would love to hear from you. Leave some comments for me. And I hope that you will be here for my next video. Bye!